You know, during this weird time, it is very difficult to figure it out, whatever it may be. Like your modus operandi. If you don't get a handle on it fast, you might be done before you notice. It really comes down to looking at how your self looks in the mirror. If you're going to be a long-haired person, that a lot of changes will occur that'll get you through, or you won't. You know what I mean? You could go bald. I can't go bald. I can't do that. I need antenna. What are you fucking kidding me? But it's not just that. It's not just that. You know? You look around you, you see so many different strange choices in style, clothing. One of the ones that I see that really got me to thinking about what's really going on here, you know? Because you could, look, you could have a cowboy hat on, you could have a ball cap on, you could have a yarmulke. Is it functioning? What's it doing? You know, why even wear a hat? It's a question you have to ask. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. You could just shave your head off, all your hair off, and be bald. Don't worry about it. Till the sun hits it, cooks it, and then you're fucking dealing with flaking head syndrome. You know, oh, maybe I should have put some sunscreen on that bitch. Hey, it's none of my business. I don't know. Your choices are yours. Now, I like my antenna to work. If it's my hair, it's like this horn, you know. This is the only part of the horn that you can pull off of a skull. And I got both of them pulled off, so I have two. What's going on here? And no, I don't know if it's a male or a female. It's just a dead thing with horns. How many things classify as that? More than you think. More than you think. And how are those things different than this thing? Oh, you know, mostly we're all alive. But you know, if you get into the clean and the unclean things and all that, you could be in a real fucking pickle. You know? Can you have feet like an animal? Would you like them? What if you had hooves? How much useful would that be for you? Or should you just not want more? I want everything to a smaller extent. I look in on the face of the prey creatures and the face of the predators. Predators have taken a long time to get their eyeballs on the front. All of us are predators because we need that, you know. Are some of us a little more prey than others? Of course. And you can see that in the way the eye is in the head. You can see it. But can you live it? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't even know what to think about it at this moment in time, because the only time I've had binocular vision wrap around me in 360 was invoking a god being called Horus the Elder. Now, for the apex predator of the sky to have prey vision 360 degrees, that now blows my mind, because that doesn't even fit anything that it should. What if you're a predator? You need to see in the front of your face. Why are we talking about a fully other direction of a eyeball? See, I don't understand that either. I would think you would need to see more sharper and clearer forward. And maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe you don't know shit. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Examine it by the owl. Look at that owl. That motherfucking owl's whole head will turn around. But you know what owls do that no other motherfucker does better? And why they're probably the apex predator of the sky? Silence. All them other birds, you can hear them making all kinds of noise. Only that owl went silent. You ain't hearing shit. And I like that. like that a lot. I got a different form of respect today for animals and creatures and such. Being a human, you know? Especially in the summertime when it's hot. Shit, it's easier to die. Especially in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. Is that what you're thinking? Well, I turn all my lights off. But inside of a trailer where you need to see or sleep while switching over, it can be weird. The tornadoes that are definitely being affected by my daily life are being generated, captured, and they appear in the Midwest. It's unmistakable. To me, I mean, I'm looking at weather far away and I wouldn't expect it to be right in my vicinity. You know, that's sort of foolish. But I also know that it's occurring. That inside of a fucking trailer, I've had droplets of water hit me because of whatever's going on. Now, science has also now discovered something that makes me feel confident about the scariness of that shit, and it's about fog. Fog has more life going on in it than previously recognized by science and shit. But hey, I'm just saying, that's science and shit's problem. What do you want to do with it? Well, what I want to do with it is more useful to me and more personal in my daily life. So I'm glad that phenomenon was a pro and not a con. Except when orgone comes into it. You know, in the accumulation of door energy, some science was investigated by Wilhelm Reich, and they found some of the same shit going on. That you'd get a cloud of crazy color, and a very vastly inappropriately skewed section of area affected, because they put inside of a very simple inside and outside capacitor a small rod of radium. They put it in an ORAQ, and it started to produce a weird fog-like smoke inside of there because they were working on experimenting with the radiation. And yeah, it's deadly as fuck. At least, I mean, toxic. You could say toxic about some things and deadly fatal about others. I mean, that's a personal choice too. Do you want to be dead, or do you want to be hard to eat? I mean, we can all be eaten by something that's bigger than us. Don't think you can escape. I mean, but what about nutrition? Do I want the things that eat me or the ground that I am left in to live well? Do I want my dust of the earth to be fertilizer for a better world? Or am I just a piece of shit? And am I going to become fucking radiation half-life area where no life can be? You know, these are important questions to really look at. Care about yourself. I'm just saying, don't you want better for the world? I mean, that's kind of what it is, you know? Like when you see the women that have endured centuries of naval boys coming over, knocking them up, breaking their hearts. You can see those women's faces. Like, the wisest of those women are those Polynesian women, because they've dealt with it the longest. And you don't know if you're looking at somebody that's Asian, Hispanic, and it's a weird blend of wisdom that hides, that keeps those women safe and can drive them forward together better than what had ever been before that point. You know, fuck, you can go to a foreign war and come back with a wife, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to stay. All those things that we take for granted as we're shoving shit up our ass of difference. We need the different. We need the different. Yeah, well, are you sure? Are you sure you understand what your today has? You know, you really got to look close at yourself. And this happened because, for me, I noticed something very strange. And I got confirmation because I saw a man give me the bullshit because I was in his area and send me away, and me and my partner, my coworker, who happens to have a very simple Rocky on it. He's Rocky. The guy wanted us out of his area. The Frenchness that I could see was there. It was like one of the guys that completely disappeared at this place. I'm like, well, where is this person? I've been here for, a few days. Wouldn't they stand out? If they're the two people that are in charge, what the fuck is one? Let me tell you what I discovered. The Raj person was a female, which I was shocked. The other name, which is not Raj, it was said to be Haney. And that was messed up because there's a guy my dad knew, and it made me think in my mind a different direction than stay on my feet, or whatever you want to say, I guess would be appropriate. But I found out what I saw, what I anticipated, and what was funnily strange about it was that lady, who's not a guy, is a female, is Polynesian. It's definitely a lady. She's definitely in charge. And there's a few of those women from the islands and shit. And it took me aback because I remember there being a lot of Cambodians at my church. Because some history shit, I don't know. You get a lot of very interesting things occur from migrants that are like actually fleeing combat horrors, and then what we have today. So it's very, you might notice it when you cross over into the other person's country, if you're authorized or not. If those black pajama men are there, or if they'll kill you. Jungle fighting and urban fighting maybe really are all the same on one level, very different on another. Very different. You don't want to be enslaved and your children in bondage for infinity. Fuck that. And people on this earth that are here now are getting better at it every day. So you need to keep a lookout, Hey, sometimes you might just knock some girl up. You might have an opportunity to do that. Other times, that royal princess, you ain't getting nowhere near, because there's family and there's things of a more conservative nature that can establish themselves to protect against pieces of shit like you, human.
This guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows when he's in high demand. Look at him, the way he's just fucking laying there with his fucking leg just hanging over. What's up, dude? What are you doing? Hey. Oh. Your alarm's going off. That's right, it is. Oh. What's up? What are you doing? Huh?